So moving to product and services, Adapt Fitness will be membership based. So a lot of the revenue will be coming from the membership. The club will include an expandable mobility space, which includes teams and individual use. So a lot of the floor will separate and come out into a large space. The floor will include weights and cardio equipment, team training studios, with a group fitness room also, performance testing studio and a medical testing studio. The club will also include active massage, therapeutic pool rehabilitation, water studio. So a lot of extra assets that we will have at Adapt Fitness is going to pull a lot more clients in also. Basically, that's what we have to offer. It includes in the membership, so obviously in the membership they can use the whole entire floor, they can go to group fitness sessions. The package deals that we have, we've got 3 packages. We've got the Elite package, the Empowered Elite and the Ultimate Elite. So in these packages they either have a range of one-on-one sessions, they have an invitation to one of the seminars that we will hold 6 monthly with professionals coming in to speak to the athletes and the athletic teams. They also involve group fitness sessions and vouchers and things like that into the shops into town. So we will go further into that later on. My USPs and PODs. The USP that Adapt Fitness has is that it's the only elite testing facility within the South Island of New Zealand that offers the technology and advanced performance equipment needed to test the performance of the athletes and monitor the progress through their training program. We will be the only testing facility in the South Island that offers these attributes and equipment to all aspects of sport. So in the South Island there is a cycling facility where it offers these types of assets and attributes to just cyclists. I want Adapt to be accessible to all athletes. So I don't want just cyclists turning up, I want triathletes, I want multi-tri-sport athletes, I want marathon runners, I want baseball players, swimmers, I want them all to come here. I want them to embrace on the equipment that we have. I want them to have professional, high quality equipment and testing. I want to push them to their top physical peak where they can succeed and they can achieve their dreams and their goals. My point of difference, Adapt Fitness has the equipment to test the athletes' gains and losses throughout their training program. We specialise in encouraging the athletes not only physically but mentally and spiritually. We will have a lifestyle coach on hand so that the athletes can sit down and go throughout their goals. I think it's so important that when creating a facility like this, you need to understand that there needs to be a balance of their lifestyle. So a lot of the time I'll go for coffee with my triathlete friends and realise that, wow, they are really lacking in one part of their lifestyle, whether it be sleep or stress relief, or whether it be, you know, like spending time with family. Those little things are the things that count to have a balanced lifestyle. So we will have a lifestyle coach on hand so that these athletes can sit down and they can properly go through their goals. They can create a balanced lifestyle. They can achieve their goals feeling happy, calm, and to their most physical, mental and spiritual peak that we can get them to. We will specifically have skilled staff that are trained to ensure that all the testing is efficient and safe for the athletes, and each individual needs are met. So each athlete might have a different need, but we'll try our very best to meet that need. Marketing strategy. We have a local messenger newspaper here in Wanaka which I will target big time. That's one of our main communications that we have here in the small town of Wanaka. I'll be dropping flyers in the mailboxes of business in the community. I'll obviously be marketing face to face and opening fundraiser inventions throughout the town. I will have 3 days at the facility where athletes and family members can have fun exploring what we have to offer. I will set up relationships with the local shops. We have a lot of sport retail shops here in Wanaka. That we have a lot, so that's something that I'm going to target, is they're going to get down there and we're going to get amongst those shops and we're going to get them to know that Adapt Fitness is open and running, and that we can then have a deal package with them going on so that we can offer promotions and we can utilise what we have to offer for these athletes. I will also have free seminars including guest appearances to the community that are all welcome, and also host radio campaigns as well through the local radio. Setup costs and funding. The capital costs that we require is $15,000 for equipment purchases, facility and the fit out of the studio, $5,000 for the marketing section, so $20,000 setup cost. So at the moment we're starting small. So I realise that if we start small and I can see that demand, I'm going to create a larger facility for our athletes, just so that we have that growth and we can kind of judge where we're heading to and how our plan is going. Basically, that's what's going to get us started, and that's going to be the funding that is required. Income projections and ROI. So a lot of the revenue that we're going to have is going to be drawn in from our membership-based revenue, along with our package deals as well on the side. So in the first year, we're hoping to have an 8% return on investment. All the way up into the third year is when we've become a large increase of return on investment. 545% is what it should be and what we're hoping to go to in the third year. So that's a lot of return on investment in terms of our startup cost, which is fantastic because that's what we're here for. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. We're going to push this business to be successful, to then sell on, to then take our success elsewhere and really stick into the passion and get this going. So resources required. Obviously, we're going to need physical, human, financial, operational, and marketing. All of these resources are required to set up the business and are very important parts of setting up the business. Obviously, we're going to need equipment, fixtures, and fittings for the fit out. We're going to have to recruit professional staff who are skilled and highly trained in the pro athlete industry. Financial is going to come from shareholders, cash, and investor loan. Operational, technology, and all other operational equipment and systems. Marketing obviously is the sales resources and systems that we will have in place to market the Adapt Fitness business within the Wanaka community. Advisors, management and systems. Obviously no great business is created without a mastermind team behind it, so I would love to have a team who is just as passionate about this business as I am, who's going to get stuck in, and we're going to work together to create the most fantastic facility that South Island has ever seen. Basically, I'm going to have a lawyer, an accountant, a financial officer, and a bookkeeper in place before we get started. I will need to have operational systems for the technology providers to run the studio, the marketing, sales, and the customer service side of things. I'm going to obviously have to have builders and designers for the studio, and obviously the bank side is going to have to be set up to have direct debit functional in place. Risk management plan. Obviously, there's always a risk. They always have to have a plan for risk in terms of everything not working out. So I will have a comprehensive business continuity